Good morning. On day 137 of PCT. This morning we woke up at 3 a.m. instead of 4 a.m. One, because we knew that today would be a long day with difficult trail. And two, it was just so cold all night that we were just ready to get up and start moving. We were just too uncomfortable. Or at least I was. Trail's going to be difficult today because earlier in the season, Hurricane Hillary slammed Southern California. And with that came obviously a lot of water. And that water destroyed a lot of the trail and dirt roads in this area. So the trail today follows Mission Creek, and it's just all eaten up by trails of water. There's like a bunch of like canyons that you kind of have to navigate around. The trail itself is just washed out in some spots. So yeah, we wanted to give ourselves a lot of time to navigate that. What else? This morning, a mile into the day, we hit 2,400 miles. So that means we've only got 263 miles to go. This place used to be a small zoo or boarding area for animals that worked in film. I don't think it is anymore. I think sounds like it's horses, dogs, and chickens now.
Today, we're playing Edward Milano hands.
I'm not allowed to take them out of my hands until I finish them. Here's a decent example of the trail being eaten up by the water. It's just left this little canyon. And this isn't even a bad spot. If you look further ahead, you can see whole areas of the land that have just fallen away from the water. Up super steep edge of the cliff here. Water's down below. We were following that for a while because the trail, quote unquote, the trail itself was way too sketchy. It was like really loose sand and really high up. So I was like, let's just go down to the water. Followed the water for a while. Now there's supposed to be some really big waterfalls coming up. So we had to go back up the trail to avoid those. Here's an example of where the trail just went away. We're on the trail now. And the trail continues right there. And now we figure out how to get there. Is that you? breakaway. We've been going up from the creek and then down to the creek and climbing here and climbing there, but I think pretty soon we'll just stay down by the creek, because that'll be easier than trying to climb up from it and then back down. Show me what happened to your poles. Oh no. We're getting a ton of practice crossing creeks today. I think we've jumped over water like this like at least a dozen times already. Just back and forth as it curves around. Can you see all the bugs? It's crazy. Just when I thought the PCT was mellowing out and the last trial of the trail was just patience to get to the end, it throws at us freezing cold nights and a million river crossings and a trail that doesn't exist and route finding to find another way. Lots of paw prints over here. Must have been coyotes or something. Just took a quick little stop to start soaking our dinners. Ramen for me tonight, rice and beans for Joe. And a couple more miles until we get to camp, but the sun's starting to dim right now and get low. Why are there so many flies on this rock? Trail, sweet trail. I feel like I've never moved faster. There's the light at the end of the tunnel. Just a mile from camp now. Sun hasn't gone down all the way yet, and we're up above the creek for now at least, because the trail actually exists here. It's a little bit inland from the creek, so it hadn't washed away, so we're kind of just counting on our luck that this continues and it doesn't get too close and then vanish again before we get to camp. The trail was ridiculous today, but honestly it was a lot of fun. You feel like you're on a real adventure when you're hopping across water and climbing down cliffs and back up and trying to find your way through the wilderness. It was a fun day. We think our actual intended campsite was part of the trail that got washed away because we got there and it said it was nearby and it was nowhere to be found. So we found this random spot where we'll stealth tonight.